Season Pass.
What a week on the gridiron. Week 3 of the high school football season is in the books, and we have the highlights. Grape Creek battled TLCA, and Lakeview took on Sweetwater. Sights and sounds from San Angelo Stadium coming your way. We also have highlights from 6 area high school volleyball games, so a lot to get into tonight. Are you ready? Buckle up. Season Pass starts right now.
Season Pass is sponsored by Kent Elliott Roofing.
Welcome everyone to Season Pass. I'm your host and server of highlights, Ryan Reynolds. Week 3 of the high school football season has come and gone, and we're here to recap it all for you. Starting with the Lakeview Chiefs, they hosted Sweetwater on Friday, looking to stay perfect, but history isn't on their side. The Chiefs and Mustangs last played in 2017, but the last time Lakeview won against Sweetwater, tried 1983. Can the Chiefs snap the streak and improve to 3-0? Opening drive for Sweetwater. Leo Hulsey, look at this strike, passes it to Darian Carter, and what a catch in the end zone. Mustangs, they score quick, took 4 plays in 1 minute and 17 seconds, 6-0 Sweetwater after a missed PAT. Later in the quarter, it's Hulsey, hands it off to Camarian Sadler, goes left, turns on the Jets up the sideline. Look at that speed. He's flying, and he's gone. 35 yards for the touchdown. Mustangs went for 2 and got it. 14-0 lead Sweetwater, and they're ringing that bell. Second quarter, Chiefs trailing 28-0. Albert Rodriguez hoping to get life in the team. That's Austin Bandy for 68 yards to the house. Touchdown Chiefs. The PAT was blocked 28-6 Sweetwater. Bandy finished with 9 catches for 190 yards. Rodriguez tossed for 341 and 3 scores. The Mustangs kept pulling away. The Hulsey finds Harrison Foster untouched in the end zone. Mustangs go up 34-6. Sweetwater led 34-14 at the half, but Lakeview made it a game in the fourth. They came up just short, though. Sweetwater comes out on top, 58-42. Fourth-ranked Wall hosting San Antonio Corner Christian. Wall busting out the patriotic hawk to honor those fallen on 9/11. Opening drive for the Warriors. Mizell Miller takes the handoff, shakes off a tackle, and gets into the end zone. Warriors strike first, 7-0. He was featured on the hit TV show Friday Night Tykes. That was the only offense in the first half. Wall would try to answer. Morrison's deep pass to Rios is picked off by Alan Caricho. He gets a good return for the Warriors, but he is stopped short. Ensuing drive, trying to add to their lead. Lucas Coley fakes out the camera, takes off running, and through a pile of bodies, loses the football. Hawks, they recover. And then the end of the first half. Wall just trying to tie the game and get some offense. Morrison goes deep again, and again, Caricho picks it off. 7-0 would be the halftime score. The Hawks lose their first game this season. They fall 24-6. TLCA taking on Grape Creek. Battle of the Eagles. One of these teams has to get their first win of the season. First quarter, Grape Creek running that single wing, a jump pass. Landon Crow to Colin Humphrey. It's a foot race to the end zone, and he's dragged down at the 5-yard line. That leads to an easy score for Jorge Rodriguez, and Grape Creek cruises in for 6. Grape Creek ahead 6-0 after the failed 2-point conversion. Early second quarter, Grape Creek looking to extend its lead. Lost in the scramble. Guess who comes up with it? TLCA. That's Jacob Patterson, the scoop and the score all the way to the house. That ties the game at 6. TLCA missed the extra point. A turnover-filled battle. Grape Creek wins it 42-12. They snap their 9-game losing streak.
It feels great. You know, we started off the first week, we got beat by a good Stanton team 8-0, and then last week we lost a heartbreaker to Cristobal, and we felt like both games we were in it till the very last. It was just, it's great to finally finish a game and finishing on the winning side. You know, each week we've gotten a little bit better, and so our defense has played great. You know, finally getting our offense going. So no, confidence, getting this first win is huge for us confidence-wise.
Tough losses for Lakeview, Wall, and TLCA. We know they won't hang their heads, though. Congrats to Grape Creek on the win. Coming up on Season Pass, we have more high school football highlights. Ballinger took on Colorado City. It was a thriller between Cristobal and Sonora. We'll be right back.
Your bank can be virtually any place you are. You can deposit checks from here, and you can see your transactions and check your balance from here, and pay bills from here. Because your bank isn't just one place. It's virtually any place you are. Just download and use the Chase mobile app. Visit chase.com/mobile.
Introducing the most capable Sierra lineup ever. Step up to GMC and get $7,000 purchase cash on this 2020 Sierra Light Duty Crew Cab Texas Edition. That's an MSRP under $46,000. We are professional grade GMC.
Attention, anyone on Medicare. Did you know you may now be eligible for additional Medicare-approved benefits, including dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage? Just call the toll-free number on your screen now to see if you qualify. The Medicare Benefits and Questions line is now open to help anyone on Medicare make sure you are getting the benefits you deserve. Just call 800-955-5341 now to find out if you're eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan that includes additional benefits like free hearing aids, free eyeglasses, free meal delivery, and free rides to medical appointments. You may also be eligible for $0 monthly premiums, $0 deductibles, or no copays. Just call the toll-free number on your screen now to see if you qualify for additional benefits including dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. There is no obligation to enroll. The call and Medicare benefits review are absolutely free. Just call 800-955-5341. 800-955-5341.
If you're in need of roof repair, call Elite Roofing today. We specialize in commercial and residential metal roofing systems. Give us a call at 347-6395 or go to the Concho Valley homepage and click on our Experts tab.
Welcome back to Season Pass. Earlier we saw both the Lakeview Chiefs and Wall Hawks lose their first games of the season. The Ballinger Bearcats also entered Week 3 with a 2-0 record. Will the Bearcats lose to Colorado City? Let's go ahead and find out. Homecoming for the Bearcats hosting Colorado City. First quarter, Ballinger already up 7-0. Mason Monroe back to pass for the Wolves. Check out that grab by Gavin Martinez. Comes down with the interception. A little bit later, Weston Rolowitz on the jet sweep follows his blockers and turns on the Jets for the touchdown. Ballinger up 13-0. Some track speed from Wolowitz on that carry. Start of the second quarter, Bearcats in striking distance. Garrett Dixon punches it in. Bearcats lead 20-0. They were picked to win by so many points in this game. How about one more? Fourth down, Carter Arrett looking for someone, finds Dixon in the end zone. That made it 27-0. This one was all Bearcats. They win 34-2. A weird score, but 34-2 is the final. They are now 3-0. And this was a good one. Cristobal taking on Sonora. First meeting, believe it or not, between the two. Cristobal could move the ball, but not sustain any offense. Braden Wilcox on the keeper. He loses the ball. Broncos recover it, and Sonora is in business. Broncos trying to turn it into offense. Preston Gonzalez takes the handoff, takes the corner, and he's in for 6. Extra point. No good. 6-0. Sonora strikes first. They're out to the early lead. Cristobal again trying to move the ball. Wilcox on the keeper again, and he loses it. Sonora, they jump on it. However, Cristobal, they took the lead with 4:14 to play, and they get the win 22-14. Here's Cristobal head coach Casey Otho after the game.
When the fourth quarter started, we knew that with the offense that Sonora runs, that we're not going to get the ball a whole lot. They're going to try to eat the clock. So we had to take advantage on offense and make sure that we did pick up first downs. We had a couple of key fourth down conversions that kept the drive going. It's a pretty neat experience when your offensive line, calls for it, calls for the run game, calls for, come to my side. Every time they seem to do that they get the job done. It was a good win. They're a traditional program.
Junction on the road at Ira Ann. The Eagles fresh off that big win over TLCA last week. Good start for Ira Ann. Hand off to Tony Barrera. That's a 13-yard run for a brave first down. Nothing would come of it, and there would be a turnover on downs. Junction ball. Eagles capitalize as Colton House goes for a 25-yard touchdown. That makes it 6-0 Junction. Ira Ann looking to respond. Braden Kent throws a bomb, and what a catch by J.D. Solis. He scores to tie it up at 6 in the first quarter. Junction, they were on the move again. Handoff to House for another Junction touchdown, making it 12-6. Junction runs away with this one. They roll over Ira Ann 50-8. Take a look at some other scores from around the area. Staying in District 14 2A Division II, El Dorado falls to 1-2 on the year. They lose to Coahoma 59-34. They have a big test next week at home against 5th-ranked Wink. Miles, they pick up their first win of the season, 29-7 over Roscoe. They travel to Monday on Friday. Sounds a bit weird. Miles versus Monday on Friday. Menard, they stay winless. They drop a tough one to Ropes 33-6. The Yellow Jackets host Ozona at 7:30 p.m. And then speaking of the Ozona Lions, this is one of the most surprising scores from week 3. Ozona was favored to beat Reagan County by 37. Instead, they lose by 32. The Lions fall to 1-2 on the year. And like I said, they travel to Menard on Friday. What's more surprising than that score, though? How about this? Mason loses to rival San Saba. That's not surprising because the Armadillos are a good football team. What's shocking is that the Punchers are 0-3 for the first time since 2002. They travel to Wall on Friday. Hey, don't go away. Next on Pass, we jump to the exciting 6-man level. Those highlights and scores coming up after the break. Stay with us.
Introducing the most capable Sierra lineup ever. Step up to GMC and get 7,000 purchase cash on this 2020 Sierra Light Duty Crew Cab Texas Edition. That's an MSRP under $46,000. We are professional grade GMC.
Hi, this is Darren Black with Black Plumbing. We are excited about the reopening of Texas. At no time in our past has it been more important to work together for our future and the safety of our fellow neighbors. I ask you to please shop local and remind you that Black Plumbing will be here for you and your community while still maintaining our safety standards. For all your residential and commercial needs, Black Plumbing will be there for you. May God bless you and may God bless Texas.
Help is on the way.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop. Because life never stops.
Call Bowles Heating and Cooling, your authorized Trane dealer.
It's time to get to Jim Bass Cars and Trucks for our September sale down. Along with our everyday low prices, we have low down payments. You can get a new 2020 Nissan Sentra for just $279 down and only $279 a month. Or how about a new 2020 Nissan Rogue for just $338 down and only $338 per month. And we have dozens to choose from. It's our September sale down at Jim Bass Cars and Trucks at the corner of Houston Hart and Arden Road, or shop 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
Welcome back to Season Pass. Number 3, Sterling City welcomed in O'Donnell last Friday, a team that's been getting some attention. They've beat Gordon and Garden City so far. Good wins, no doubt, but some people went as far as saying they could possibly upset the Eagles, and they put that to rest very quickly. 3rd-ranked Sterling City hosting O'Donnell, and this game got out of hand quickly. First quarter, Cross Niddle on the pitch. He's in easily. Eagles up 8-0, and they kept adding to the scoreboard. Next possession for Sterling City. Niddle to Jarrett Justice. He's in the end zone. Can't get much easier than that. Eagles ahead 14-0, 2-possession lead. Sterling City was hungry in this one. Justice up the middle. Another score. Eagles up 34-0. Sterling City wins 58-6. Next week, they get Borden County, who knocked off number 1 Rankin. Erie County hosting Fort Davis. Opening possession for the Hornets. It didn't take long for them to score. Trevin Kofel to Riley Greider. Waits for the block and takes off. Erie County leads 6-0, and they jumped all over Fort Davis. 2 minutes left in the quarter. It's 2nd and goal for the Hornets. right here. Grider again punches in his second touchdown of the game. Goes right up the middle. They take a 12-0 lead. Second quarter, why not some more? Grider takes the pitch and see you later. No one catching him. Third touchdown of the game. Hornets up 20-0, and Erie County keeps it. They roll. They win 51-6. Battle of the Bulldogs. Who would win? Eden against Ira. First quarter. Ira strikes first. Cody McGowan in for the touchdown. Ira takes an 8-0 lead. Ensuing possession for Eden, and they would take advantage of it. Hunter Rogers with the pitch back to Julian Gamboa. He catches the corner. Ira still ahead, though, 8-6 after the missed PAT. Still first quarter. Rogers connects with Gamboa again. What a pass. He's in for the touchdown. His second of the game. Eden takes a 12-8 lead, but Ira would take the lead back. They go on to win it 66-18. Very best 1-0 after beating Zephyr last week. First road game of the season at Robert Lee, who's 0-1. First quarter, very best in the red zone. Bo Dunn gets the pitch, untouched into the end zone. Falcons up 6-0. Second quarter now, Dunn gets the ball again, makes a cut, and he's off to the races. This guy can ball. He had 6 touchdowns last week. There's another one. Very best up 14-0. Robert Lee is starting to get things going. Here, Ivan Escamilla, the senior, rounds the corner, extends for the pylon, and he gets it. He finished with 4 touchdowns. This was a close one. The Steers trailed late, but they pulled off the comeback. 33-32, Robert Lee, they get their first win of the season. Going to the scoreboard one last time, Brady falls to Coleman 15-12. The Bulldogs will take their 1-2 record on the road to Dublin on Friday. Kickoff time set for 7:30 p.m. This score also surprising. 7th-ranked Blackwell loses to Highland 42-22. The Hornets held to just 22 points. We'll see how that affects the rankings, but Blackwell will host Moran in week 4. And then the Brunt Longhorns, fresh off their first win of the season, they find themselves back in the loss column, 54-6 to Roby. Brunt will host Grady on Friday. Only 4 teams remain unbeaten in the Concho Valley after week 3. Ballinger, Erie County, Paint Rock, and Sterling City. Coming up on Season Pass, Spikes, Sets, and Aces. Highlights from the high school volleyball court on the way. Don't go away.
It's time to get to Jim Bass Cars and Trucks for our September sale down. Along with our everyday low prices, we've added additional held discounts on Ford Edges to clear them out. You can get a brand new 2020 Ford Edge for only $18,977. And we have 7 at similar hell savings. They won't last long. It's our September sale down at Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, the corner of Houston Hart and Arden Road, or shop 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
Hi, Joe Namath here, and like you, I'm at home staying safe, but I wanted to get this message out. To make these uncertain times a bit easier and safer while at home, Medicare Advantage plans have added new benefits, including telephone appointments with your doctors, in-home aids, home-delivered meals, home-delivered prescriptions, and so much more. But you don't get all the benefits automatically. You need to enroll. The easiest way to enroll is to call the Medicare Coverage Helpline. It's now more important than ever to make sure your Medicare coverage is up to date. We all have a few minutes to make a phone call to focus on our health, what you're entitled to. Call now. It's free.
Call 1-800-662-3800. That's 1-800-662-3800 now.
Unlimited Air will say thank you to our customers, and to better serve you, we are now your indoor air quality specialist.
Unlimited Air can do your home indoor air inspection with state-of-the-art video cameras. Unlimited Air can clean your AC and heating ductwork. Unlimited Air can help with odors in your home by sanitizing and deodorizing your AC and heating system. Unlimited Air can clean your dryer vents.
So, how is the air quality in your home?
And remember, at Unlimited Air, it's all about the service.
Welcome back, everyone. High school football isn't the only area sport in action this fall season. High school volleyball is also well underway. Some teams just breaking the ice on district play. We have some highlights. Wall hosting Big Spring Lady Hawks took the first set. Now in the second, Maddie Sanford sets it up. Cameron Williams shot blocked, falls to the floor. Wall jumped all over Big Spring. Couple serves later, Corbin Herring sets up Mackenzie Wilson. She hammers it off a lady steer. Wall up 2. Set point now. Herring serving. She gets the ace. Lady Hawks take the set 25-14. So let's go ahead and go to the third set now. Herring setting up for Wilson again. Crushes it for the kill. Wall on cruise control at this point. Match point. Match on the line. And why not Herring to Wilson one last time? They take the set 25-14. And the Lady Hawks win in straight sets. District 7 2A action out, and very best Lady Falcons looking to stay perfect against Water Valley. Set point for the Lady Cats. In the first, Callista Minton-Holland sets up Allie Grebon. She finds the back line, and that keeps it in. Water Valley wins set 1, 25-23. Lady Cats and Falcons battled in the second. Grebon leaves the set too close to the net. Cora Blackwell sends that back where it came from. 2-point lead for the Lady Falcons. Set point in the second for Very Best. Bella Happman places the ball between all of the Lady Cats. Very Best, they even the match. And the third set was all Very Best. Set point, big lead for the Lady Falcons. Happman again with the accuracy. Lady Falcons dominate set 3, 25-11. As Very Best picks up the win in 4 sets. Two more teams in District 7 2A. Braun opening district against Lorain. The Lady Longhorns opened things on an 8-0 run, and they were rolling. Caitlin Powell gets the kill. A couple serves later, fires off another one. Braun takes the first set 25-10, and they weren't playing around. Braun was looking to end this thing early. They opened the second set on a 15-0 run and make it 16. Powell can't be stopped. Neither can the Lady Longhorns. Braun sweeps Lorain in straight sets. They open district with a win. Saturday action, Water Valley trying to bounce back. Hosting Lorain. Lady Cats took the first set, up by 1 in the second. Alyssa Urbingty sets up Kinley Foltz for the kill. 4-2 Lady Wildcats. Later in the set, after a back-and-forth rally, Lorain trying to tie it up here. Kyrie Shields says no way, denies that. 2-point lead for Water Valley. Foltz serving again, and that goes off a Lady Bulldog and out. Easy point for Water Valley as they go up by 5. And then after this nice save by Allie Grebon to keep the play alive, this hit by Shields bounces off the net. Lorain tries to respond, but they send it out of bounds. Water Valley would win the second set. They also take the third to complete the sweep over Lorain. Water Valley, they pick up the win. Wall battling Sonora. This was a fun one. Wall took the first set 25-23. Tight second set, tied at 20. Sonora serving, and that's Kaylin Hoffman. Says, get out of here. Smacks that down into Wall's territory. Sonora up 1. Lady Hawks trying to win the second set. Sonora trying to create something, but they touch the ball 4 times. Wall wins the set 27-25. Sonora trying to get this to a 4th set, trailing by 8, and this helps a lot. That block attempt falls into Wall territory, but Wall said no way to 4 sets. A big kill by Cameron Williams to win the set 25-19. In the match, Wall improves to 12-2. Sonora drops to 8-3. The Lakeview Maidens hosting San Angelo Cornerstone in a non-district match. This one, Cornerstone's the first game of the season. We jump to the third set. Lakeview and Cornerstone splitting the first 2. That's Kinley Jackson, a rocket off a lady line. Maidens on top 23-19. Set point for Lakeview, and Brandy Coward shows why she's up front. A tower gets the block. Maidens go up 2-1. LV trying to close out Cornerstone Christian. They control most of the 4th set. Riley Clements, she spikes that ball down for a point. 19-13 Lady Lines, but Lakeview rallied. Maidens on an 8-1 run. Kwamani Hairston gets the block. Maidens take their first lead of the set at 21-20. They close it out. Lakeview beats Cornerstone in 4 sets. They improve to 7-4 and will host Grape Creek on Tuesday. We're going to take a quick break. Next on Season Pass, we reveal our top 5 plays of the week and our player of the week. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Mike with MGB, Mike's Gold Buyers. Gold and silver prices are terrific, which means more money for your gold, silver, and diamonds. Come to MGB and you'll say,
I sold gold and I like Mike.
On Avenue N by Angelo State.
Uh-oh.
What?
I think I forgot to lock my Buick.
Parallel parking.
That hot yoga was so hot. Check this out. Cooling seats?
Alexa, ask Buick to start my SUV.
You can do that?
You can do that?
You can't do that.
You can with the Buick.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you.
Get nearly $3,300 purchase allowance on this Encore GX without automatic parking assist. Or get $5,000 on this Envision without cooling seats, plus $2,000 regional purchase allowance.
Hi, I'm Floyd of Floyd C. Pettit Insurance. If you need information on home, auto, or any other insurance needs, give us a call at 223-1563 or go to Concho Valley homepage and click on the Expert tab.
Welcome back to Season Pass. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. We've run through the highlights. Now it's time to choose the top 5 plays of the week. And here they are, starting with number 5. Bront taking on Lorraine. Look at this strike from Caitlin Powell. Goes up and gets it, hammers it home. The Lorraine player, she didn't even know how to defend it. That's how strong it was. Bront wins in straight sets. They also swept Alphen on Saturday and improved to 5-6. Number 4, staying on the volleyball court, Sonora versus Wall. First set tied at 20, and that's an emphatic Kaylin Hoffman. Brilliant reaction time to give Sonora the point. Wall, however, would win in straight sets. Over to the gridiron, Grape Creek taking on TLCA. There were 10 total turnovers in this one. And check out this play by Grape Creek's Levi Wilson. Snags it out of the air, plays the ball perfectly, taking another look at it. It's a bit of a wobbly throw, but he tracks it and pulls it in. More on this game a little later. Number 2, Ballinger hosting Colorado City. It's Weston Rolowitz. He's on the jet sweep. He's going to take this to the house. It's a nice play, but it's not exactly what we're looking at. Let's go ahead and roll it back and watch it again. Keep an eye on number 3, Gavin Martinez. He seals the edge beautifully, blocking an open field. It's important. That leads to a touchdown. Ballinger wins 34-2. And then that brings us to number 1. Grape Creek TLCA. Sterling Harding chunks it up to J.R. Lopez. He makes the catch along the sideline. What a pitch and catch. It's even better in slow motion. Grape Creek will go on to beat TLCA 42-12 for the first win of the season. It's time now for our player of the week, and the honor goes to someone who was a force on both sides of the ball. Say hello to Grape Creek senior quarterback and linebacker Jorge Rodriguez. Eagles head coach Tanner Teal told us during UIL workouts that Jorge is Grape Creek. His coach and teammates have high praise for his leadership skills both on and off the field. And in their 42-12 win over TLCA, the senior flashed excellence. Six carries, 106 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, 8 tackles, 5 for a loss, 3 sacks. Jorge Rodriguez doing it all for Grape Creek, your player of the week.
Player of the Week is sponsored by Southwest Pools and Spas.
Right on Season Pass, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be right back at the same time next Sunday at 10:35. Set your calendar, set a reminder. You can catch all of our content on ConchoValleyHomepage.com as well. Good night, Concho Valley.
Closed captioning for the hearing impaired is sponsored by the Law Office of Rick DeHoyas.